found a universe inside your face. They say the world is a game of chess, but with you, darling, I'm the rest. You don't play parts or walk the line. You just settle in this heart of mine. It's not the way you move through the crowd, or how you speak when the world gets loud. It's the silent language, the way we breathe, the only truth I'll ever need. You're a smooth operator of a different kind, moving through the static of a restless mind. No sleight of hand, no hollow grace, just a soulmate's touch I can't replace. You navigate the shadows, you find the light. Everything's easy in the dead of night. You're a smooth operator, healing the heart you've come to save. Coast to coast, people search for gold, but I'm holding a story that'll never grow old. You don't need the glitter, you don't need the wine to make me feel like the sun's gonna shine. You operate on a frequency that only sounds like home to me. A gentle hand on a jagged edge, you're the soft landing off the ledge. Others might flicker, others might fade, lost in the plans that they've carefully made. But you're the steady, the pulse, the flow, the only direction I wanna go. Beyond the glamour, beyond the show, you're the only heaven I need to know. You're a smooth operator of a different kind, moving through the static of a restless mind. No sleight of hand, no hollow grace, just a soulmate's touch I can't replace. You navigate the shadows, you find the light. Everything's easy in the dead of night. Yeah, a smooth operator, healing the heart you've come to save. Smooth, so smooth, no distance, no lies, just a look in your eyes, my beautiful operator, my soulmate. I used to build my walls out of river stone, cold to the touch and standing all alone, tracing the outlines of a life I designed, with no room for the soft or the secrets I hide. Then you walked in like a morning in May, turning the shadows to a different shade of gray. And for the first time I didn't wanna fight, I just wanted to lean into the light. It's the way your hand fits perfectly in mine, like a verse that finally found its rhyme. You're the anchor, you're the open door, the kind of love I wasn't looking for. You are the silk, smooth against my skin, the gentle place where my new life begins. And you are the cedar, rooted deep and strong, the center of the forest where I finally belong. Woven together, the soft and the true, darling, I'm home when I'm holding you. Silk and cedar, my whole life through. You know the cracks where the winter gets in, the parts of my heart that are paper thin, but you wrap around me like a heavy warm lace. wiping the worry right off of my face. It's a quiet devotion, it's a steady beat pulse. You love the truth of me and everything else. No more searching for a place to be free, 'cause you've become the geography of me. You are the silk, smooth against my skin, the gentle place where my new life begins. And you are the cedar, rooted deep and strong, the scent of the forest where I finally belong. Woven together, the soft and the true. Darling, I'm home when I'm holding you. Silk and cedar, my whole life through. Time can weather the mountainside, the seasons will change and the oceans will tide, but this fabric won't tear and this wood won't break. You're the one choice I'd always remake. My sanctuary, my sweet gravity. You are the silk, smooth against my skin, the gentle place where my new life begins. And you are the cedar, rooted deep and strong, the scent of the forest where I finally belong. Woven together, the soft and the true. Darling, I'm home when I'm holding you. You are silk and cedar, I can finally breathe. You're the strength I want and the grace I need. Just you and me. Yeah. Just you and me. I used to walk to a broken beat, static in my head and concrete under my feet, searching for a melody I couldn't quite name, playing every record but they all felt the same. Then you stepped in like a needle on the glass, stopping all the noise, making every shadow pass. You're the frequency I was born to find, the only rhythm that can quiet my mind. It's not just a feeling, it's a pull in my chest, a beautiful motion, a heart finally at rest. Every breath I take is a new road. You're the anchor that keeps my spirit afloat, and I'm caught in the groove of your love, seamless and deep, like a gift from above. That's the way that you hold me, the way that you know the parts of my soul I was too scared to show. It's a steady vibration, a perfect design. Finally in sync, now your hand is in mine. I don't need the world, I've got more than enough. Just staying right here in the groove of your love. They say a soulmate is a mirror, a lie, but you're the warmth in the middle of the night. You don't just see me, you feel where I've been. You're the grace that lets the healing begin. Life used to be a frantic, hurried song, but with you I know exactly where I belong. No more skipping beats, no more out of tune, just a slow, sweet dance beneath the silver moon. It's not just a feeling, it's a pull in my chest. A beautiful motion, a heart finally at rest. And I am caught in the groove of your love. Feelings in deep like a gift from above. The way that you hold me, the way that you know the parts of my soul I was too scared to show. It's a steady vibration, a perfect design. Finally in sync, now your hand is in mine. I don't need the world, I've got more than enough. Just staying right here in the groove of your love. Even when the music fades to a hum, and the hardest days finally come, listen for the heartbeat beneath your skin. That's where the music begins again. That's where we begin again. Oh, yeah, it's a perfect design. I'm finally in sync. Keep me right here, keep me right here. And the sweetest sound I've ever known is the groove of your love, leading me home, leading me I used to walk with my collar up against the cold, tracing lines on the pavement, doing what I'm told. I thought the heavy heart was just a part of the design, a quiet kind of hunger I had learned to call mine. Then you stepped out of the shadows, no warning, no light, just a soft-spoken rhythm in the middle of the night. And suddenly the rules I lived by didn't seem to fit. There's a fire in this feeling and I'm leaning into it. They say a love this deep is a dangerous thing, that the higher you fly, the more the fall will sting. But if losing my way means ending up here, then the path I was on was the only thing to fear. You're my sweetest taboo found, my beautiful grace, the only person I see in a crowded place. It's a sacred kind of secret, a thrill I can't hide, like 1,000 silver oceans rising up inside. I wasn't looking for a miracle, I wasn't looking for a sign, but I found the soul I lost when your hand touched mine. My sweetest taboo found, it's in the way you say my name when the world gets loud. The silver lining stitched into every heavy cloud. We're a language only we know, a code we never wrote, the melody that's hiding in a single perfect note. It feels like a confession, it feels like coming home to a place I never knew while I was wandering alone. If this is too much, then I never want less. You're the only ace in a world of I guess. Let them call it a mystery, let them call it a dream, let them wonder how we're bursting at the seam. Because the greatest truths are the ones they can't see, that you were made for the soul inside of me. world is fast asleep beyond the glass, watching every shadow as the hours pass. The house is breathing steady, rhythmic and slow, but I'm caught in the light of your steady glow. I'm tracing the lines of your palm in the dark, memorizing every single silver spark, while the neighbors are dreaming of places to be. I'm right where I'm staying, finally free. The clock on the wall is a thief in the night, trying to steal back the morning light. But I'll pay the price for one more hour to sit in the shade of this quiet power. And I'm burning in the mid-oil for you, keeping the flame until the sky turns blue. 'Cause a love like this doesn't happen in the day. It's the whisper secrets that we finally say when the sun goes down and the rest go cold. You're the only story that I wanna be told. Yeah, I'm burning the midnight oil just to watch you shine. They say the soulmates are written in the stars, but I think they're found in the quietest parts, in the way that you exhale when you're finally home, and the bridge that you built so I'm never alone. I don't need the coffee, I don't need the caffeine to stay in the grace of this beautiful scene. If the day is for working and the night is for rest, then staying awake with you is the ultimate test. And I'm burning the midnight oil for you, keeping the flame until the sky turns blue. 'Cause a love like this doesn't happen in the day. It's the whisper secrets that we finally say when the sun goes down and the rest go cold. You're the only story that I wanna be told. Yeah, I'm burning the midnight oil just to watch you shine. Let the moon grow tired and sink to the floor. I'll find a way to love you a little bit more. If the wick runs out and the oil runs dry, I'll keep you warm with the look in my eye. We're the only two people awake in this town, while the rest of the world is just shutting down. Yeah, I'm burning the midnight oil for you, keeping the flame until the sky turns blue. 'Cause a love like this doesn't happen in the day. It's the whisper secrets that we finally say when the sun goes down and the rest go cold. You're the only story that I wanna be told. Yeah, I'm burning the midnight oil just to keep you mine. The sun's coming up, but I'm still here. The oil is low, but you're so clear. Good morning, my soul. Good morning. But you're so clear. The world is full of trouble, high and thin, a hollow noise that tries to pull me in. The static of the city, the neon and the glare. I used to lose my rhythm breathing in that air, but then you spoke a note I'd never known, a resonance that felt like coming home. I don't need the spotlight's fever dream or a silver light on a rushing stream, because beneath the surface, deep and wide, there's a steady hand turning the tide. You're the low and from, you're the solid ground, the only truth that I have ever found. When the melody breaks and the chorus falls apart, you're the constant beat, the bassline of my heart. Yeah, you hold the floor when I start to drift, the gravity I need, the quiet little gift of knowing where I stand right from the start. And you're the bassline of my heart. They say that love is like a soaring bird, the prettiest song that you've ever heard. But wings can tire and voices can go dry, and even the sun can fall out of the sky. But you're the vibration felt within my chest, the frequency that puts the noise to rest. It's not always flashy, it's not always loud. It's the silent strength beneath the crowd, the way you hold me when the lights go dim, the anchor when the world begins to spin. It's the deepest part of who I am, the foundation of the master plan. You're the low and from, you're the solid ground, the only truth that I have ever found. When the melody breaks and the chorus falls apart, you're the constant beat, the bassline of my heart. Yeah, you hold the floor when I start to drift, the gravity I need, the quiet little gift of knowing where I stand right from the start. You're the bassline of my heart. Keep it steady, don't let it fade. You're the only song I ever won't play. Deep in the marrow, deep in the bone, with you I'm never dancing alone. Keep it steady, don't let it fade. You're the only song I ever won't play. Deep in the marrow, deep in the bone, with you I'm never dancing alone. I used to build these walls out of hollow stone, walking through the crowded streets, yet always on my own. I had a map of where I thought my life was meant to go, but you're the sudden current in a stream I didn't know. Now the silence doesn't frighten me the way it did before. Because I hear your heartbeat through the closing of the door. It's not a fall, it's a leaning in. It's where the me ends and the us begins. I'm dropping every shield I ever held to be the story that your spirit tells. This is my soulful surrender, the white flag flying in the wind of your grace. I'm giving up the ghost of who I used to be, to find the home I recognize inside your face. No more running, no more guarding the gate. It's a beautiful thing to finally yield to fate. In the quiet, in the deep, in the tender, this is my soulful asked for the truth and I found my missing pieces in the golden light of you. It's a strange kind of freedom, losing all control, letting your devotion take the lead within my soul. This is my soulful surrender, the white flag flying in the wind of your grace. I'm giving up the ghost of who I used to be, to find the home I recognize inside your face. No more running, no more guarding the gate. It's a beautiful thing to finally yield to fate, in the quiet, in the deep, in the tender. This is my soulful surrender. They say to win you have to fight, but I've never felt more powerful than I do tonight, laying down my weapons at your feet, because loving you is the only victory I need. This is my soulful surrender, the white flag flying in the wind of your grace. I'm giving up the ghost of who I used to be, to find the home I recognize inside your face. No more running, no more guarding the gate. It's a beautiful thing to finally yield to fate, in the quiet, in the deep, in the tender. This is my soulful surrender. I'm giving in to the light of you. I'm giving in soulful surrender. The world was a static hum, a grayscale view, until the morning light decided to look like you. I was tuned to a minor key, a heavy hollow sound, searching for a frequency that I had never found. Then you stepped into the frame and the air began to shift. Every jagged edge of me felt like a sudden gift. It's not just the way you speak or the way you hold my hand, it's the way you're the only soul seems to understand. The silence in between the notes, the rhythm of my heart. You were the missing movement, you were the final part. Now we're living in a melody in G major, bright as the gold on a wedding ring, simple as the breath that a summer wind brings. No more sharp edges, no more flat lines, just the perfect resonance of your soul meeting mine. It's a resonant chord, it's a beautiful life in the key of forever, in the warmth of your light. They say a soulmate is a mirror, but I think you're a bridge, leading me to places I didn't think I'd reach. In the middle of the chaos, in two of us becoming one. Just stay in the music. Just stay here with me. Strike against the darkened sky. No sudden fever, no hello and goodbye. We were the quiet hum of radio in the hall, the steady rhythm of the rain before the snowfall. I didn't lose my breath the moment you walked in. Instead I found it deep beneath my skin, a flicker in the heart, a tiny amber light that promised me you wouldn't leave throughout the night. It wasn't a rush, it wasn't a race, just the softest evolution of a familiar face, turning into everything I'll ever need. Is a slow burn, the kind that lasts, not a fire that's fueled by the ghosts of the past. It's the warmth of your head, the grace in your eyes, the steady unfolding of 1,000 sunrises. We didn't catch fire, we learned how to glow. A love that took its time with nowhere to go, but deeper and higher and further into you. The slow burn, the only truth I ever knew. I used to think that love was meant to leave a scar, a wild crashing wave that took you way too far. But you're the shoreline, patient and wide, waiting for the turning of my restless tide. You know the way I take my coffee in the dawn. You know the words to say when all my strength is gone. It's in the silence where the loudest vows are made up, beautiful devotion that will never fade. It's the slow burn, the kind that lasts, not a fire that's fueled by the ghosts of the past. It's the warmth of your hand, the grace in your eyes, the steady unfolding of 1,000 sunrises. We didn't catch fire, we learned how to glow. A love that took its time with nowhere to go, but deeper and higher and further into you. The slow burn, the only truth I ever knew. And if the world grows cold and the wind starts to blow, we've got a furnace in our hearts that they don't know. Let the sparks fly fast, let the others burn out with a quiet certainty in a world of Is the slow burn, shouting just to hear its own echo. But here in this kitchen, the clock's almost slow. You're leaning in the doorway, a shadow made of grace, with a look that says you finally found your place. We don't need the violins or the heavy symphonies, just the sound of your breathing, leaning into me. It's not a firework, it's not a sudden spark, it's the way you navigate the corners of my dark. It's a frequency only we can tune into, a steady golden line pulling me to you. And it's a velvet hum, low and deep, the kind of promise that we're meant to keep. It's the resonance of soul on soul, the quiet parts of us that make us whole, through the static and the roar of the day. It's the velvet hum that carries us away. I used to think that love was a lightning strike, a jagged edge maybe, and what's it like? But you're the copper wire, you're the grounding force, the gentle current following its natural course. In the silence of the midnight, when the city's gone cold, I feel the vibration of a story being told by that velvet hum, low and deep, the kind of promise that we're meant to keep. It's the resonance of soul on soul, the quiet parts of us that make us whole, through the static and the roar of the day. It's the weight of your hand, it's the lack of the fear, it's knowing the music is right here, right here. No high notes to reach, no bridges to burn, just a lesson in peace that I'm lucky to Can you feel it? In the marrow, in the bone, the sweetest sound I've ever known. Just a low, soft glow, don't let it go. The world is loud, a chaotic silver screen, but you're the quietest grace I've ever seen. I used to walk in static, a frequency of key, until your heartbeat started humming next to me. It's not a sudden thunder or a lightning strike, it's the way you know the shadows that I'm like. You're the gravity that pulls my wandering tides, the only place where every secret hides. And I don't need the words to find the melody, 'cause your breath against my neck is poetry. Yeah, it's written in the way we drift to sleep, a promise that we finally get to keep. It's the rhythms of us, the steady and the slow, the pulse of a love that only soulmates know. Through the highs of the morning and the hollow of the night, you're the cadence that always language that the neighbors never hear. A soft-spoken map that keeps the distance near. It's in the coffee steam, the keys left by the door. The way you love the parts of me I used to ignore. If the record skips or the lights begin to fade, I'll dance to the silence that we made. Because you're the anchor, the measure and the rhyme, the only constant in the rushing of time. Sometimes the tempo breaks and the world feels wrong, but you're the bridge that leads me back into the song. You're the rest between the notes, the breath before the fray, the reason why I'm not afraid to stay. It's the rhythms of us, the steady and the slow, the pulse of a love that only soulmates know. Through the highs of the morning and the hollow of the night, you're the cadence that always gets it right. No more searching for a song to call my own. In the syncopation of your heart, I'm home. Just listen, can you hear it? The swing of your soul, the echo of mine. Perfectly tangled, perfectly timed. The rhythms of us, stay in time with me. Always. I used to think that love was a storm, a hollow thunder, a fleeting form. I was a traveler with no place to land, just drawing circles in the shifting sand. Then you arrived like a break in the gray, turning the midnight into the day. Not with a shout, but a whisper so true. I found the version of me that's in you. It's not just the way that you say my name, it's the way that you stay when the seasons change. Beyond the surface, beneath the skin, this is where the forever begins. Oh, it's the sweetest devotion I've ever known. Like a seed in the garden that finally has grown. It's the peace in the silence, the light in the dark, the way that you carry the beat of my heart. No more searching, no more seeing. You are the anchor, you're the spirit in me. In every heartbeat, in every emotion, I'm lost in this, my sweetest devotion. They say a soulmate is a mirror of gold, reflecting the stories that haven't been told. You saw the cracks and you filled them with light. You made the heavy feel sudden and light. It's a different language, a sacred desire. Your hand fits so perfect inside of mine. A lifetime of maybe box of paint in black and white, straight lines and neon lights. But we've always lived in the spaces between, in the faded denim and the silver screen. It's not a wildfire, it's a steady hum, the kind of rhythm that we've become. When the vibrant colors start to fade away, that's when I see the beauty in the shade. We don't need the high, we don't need the gold, just a hand that's familiar for me to hold. When the sky turns heavy and the clouds roll in, that's where our dance begins. Let's find the groove in the gray, where the shadows and the soft light play. It's a quiet magic, the soulmates are tracing the map of a weathered heart. The world is rushing for bright and new, but I'm just swaying here with you in the middle of the mist. We're okay finding the groove in the gray. They say love is a spark, a lightning strike, but I love the way our silence feels alive. It's a Tuesday morning, the rain on the glass, watching the seasons and the decades pass. You're the anchor in the rolling fog, the hidden ink in my travel log. We on a storm with the aftermath, finding the beauty on the gravel path. Let's find the groove in the gray, where the shadows and the soft light play. It's a quiet magic, the soulmates are tracing the map of a weathered heart. The world is rushing for bright and new, but I'm just swaying here with you in the middle of the mist. We're okay finding the groove in the gray. It's not boring, it's a deeper hue. I'm now your shades of me and you. When the glitter falls and the party ends, you're where the light and the dark descend. And it's beautiful, yeah, it's so beautiful, yeah. We found the groove in the gray, where the shadows and the soft light play. It's a quiet magic, the soulmates are tracing the map of a weathered heart. The world is rushing for bright and new, but I'm just swaying here with you in the middle of the mist. We're okay finding the groove in the gray. In the silver, in the smoke, in the softest light, everything's gonna be alright. In the gray, a groove in the gray. The streetlights bleed through the window pane, painting patterns on the floor like summer rain. You're leaning back in the velvet chair, with the silver moonlight caught inside your hair. I used to think that love was a lightning strike, something loud and heavy, something I'd have to fight. But you're the quiet that the morning brings, the hidden melody that the cello sings. And I'm losing track of where I am, and you begin like the ink that's settling underneath my skin. It's a slow burn magic, a soft focus glow, the only kind of peace I've ever find you at the end of every lonely just the satin, just the smoke. The way you hold me, the way you linger, it's you. It's always been you. I used to look in mirrors and see a stranger's face, a map of lonely roads and years I couldn't quite erase. I lived inside the quiet, a house with empty halls, building up the brick and stone to reinforce the walls. But then you spoke my name, and the rhythm started changing. Like every piece of me, you're slowly rearranging. It's not just how you hold my hand, how you say my name. It's the way you see the parts of me that used to feel like shame. You brushed away the silver dust to clear the clouded glass, and let the light of who I am finally come to pass. Because you are the soul's reflection, the truth I couldn't find, the missing piece of heaven that was left inside my mind. In your eyes I see the person I was always meant to be, washed clean of every doubt and every insecurity. You're not just the love I found, you're the home I finally knew. When I look into your heart, I'm looking at the best of me too. They say that we are stardust, just searching for our light. Two sparks across the universe colliding in the night. But this feels less like leaping and more like standing still, like finding the one promise that the world didn't break and never will. I don't have to hide the shadows or the secrets I've been keeping, because you knew my spirit while the rest of me was sleeping. Because you are the soul's reflection, the truth I couldn't find, the missing piece of heaven that was left inside my mind. In your eyes I see the person I was always meant to be, washed clean of every doubt and every insecurity. You're not just the love I found, you're the home I finally knew. When I look into your heart, I'm looking at the best of me too. And if the world goes dark tomorrow and the colors start to fade, I'll just look at you to find the path that we've already made. You're the mirror to my spirit, the echo to my song, the proof that I belong.